Hey, I'm Hannah Weiss, the Director of Education at the Science Museum of Western Virginia, and this is your Moment of STEM. And this week, we're talking about math. Oh, wait, no, don't run away. Math is really, really cool, I promise you, and this particular math topic is awesome. So, you know how the number 42 kind of pops up in pop culture all over the place? It's in Lewis Carroll's writing. It pops up in, The Hitchhiker's Guide because it is the ultimate answer to life, the universe, and everything. But it turns out 42 is also mathematically a really weird number. It's something called a spheric number, a pronic number. You can make magic squares with 42, and these are all kind of different ways to break down numbers. You can represent 42 as the sum of the first few even numbers. It's really kind of neat. It's got some strange properties. But one really, really interesting property of it is that up until recently, we didn't have an answer to it for this really kind of old gamble or bet in math. You see, there's this idea that we've had floating around for decades that you can represent every number through this equation. Essentially, the idea that you can represent any number as the sum of 3 cubes. And that works for most numbers. There are actually a few numbers that we know and have proven that it won't work for. But up until this year, we didn't have a solution to this equation for 33 or for 42. Just earlier this year, mathematicians were able to find an answer for 33, but 42 kind of still eluded them. What the researchers and scientists and mathematicians working on this problem had to do was use almost a distributed computer network, a planet-wide computer network, which is hilarious because in Hitchhiker's Guide, that's what deep thought was. That's what Earth was. It was a planetary computer. So in order to solve this answer for 42, they had to use a planetary computer. And they were able to figure out a solution to this problem. Now, what I think is really most fascinating about this problem is that the way that the researchers kind of became aware of it was through a YouTube video. See, up until this last year, 74 was also a number that had not been cracked. But a YouTube series did a video on it when it was cracked, and these researchers saw it and decided they wanted to try it. And so they tested it out with 33 and then 42. Now, solving this equation for 42 meant that they had to come up with kind of new algorithms and new ways of getting at the problem. So it's kind of really entertaining that solving a question just because they wanted to resulted into really, really interesting strides forward in mathematics and computational science. If you would like to explore any more about this topic, you can check out the links below. Otherwise, I'm Hannah Weiss from the Science Museum of Western Virginia, and I really, really love that YouTube has not only explained science and math, but inspired it.